This illustration deals with doors and hinge panels. And the purpose of the change, this section has been renumbered and relocated, as well as revised to emphasize and to recognize conductors as circuit parts, and that doors and hinge panels and things of this nature should be secured for safety. Now, the note 1 talks about electrical hazards may exist as defined in Article 100 on page 11. The note 2 recognizes an exposure greater than 1.2 calories per centimeter squared can create more than a second degree burn, is outlined in 70E 130.5E1 on page 26. Now, note 3, workers is over the arc flash boundary. In other words, they've crossed it, is what it's saying, per 70E 130.5E on page 26, then they must have the appropriate PPE as you see this individual here. And this individual should be alert, as outlined in 70E 130.8A on page 39. They should be alert at what they're working on, the voltages where there's more than one. Is the voltage totally enclosed, the electrical conductors and circuit parts? Be alert to exactly what they're working on, so that they provide safety for themselves and to protect themselves from electrical hazards and other hazardous energy that may be present. And here, for additional information on the arc flash boundary, not only would we see 130.5 of 70E, but also reference the Annex C on page 60 to NFPA 70E. Now, notice that this is basically what this illustration is trying to get over to the user. That the person performing testing, repairing equipment, must be qualified, and they must make sure that they don't leave doors, hinge covers, and things that could be hit or wind blown into them, maybe causing them to get into these energized conductors and parts before placing them into an electrically safe work condition, if that happens to be the task that they're performing. And so this illustration is just talking about doors and hinge panels, and that they should be secured where they could be a threat to safety.